The images burned into our collective memory. Yulia Navalnaya, standing on a stage in Munich 2 years ago, her face a mask of shock and grief, declaring that her husband had been killed. At that moment, it was a gut feeling, a raw accusation launched into a void of Kremlin denials. Today, that gut feeling has a name. It has a chemical formula, a point of origin, and a devastatingly clear method. This week, the governments of the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Sweden, and the Netherlands release a joint statement that transforms suspicion into scientific fact. They confirm that samples from Alexei Navalny's body contain Epibatidine. This is not just another accusation. This is a smoking gun. Epibatidine is a potent toxin found in a specific species of poison dart frog native to Ecuador. It is not a substance you simply encounter by accident in a Russian penal colony. It is a weapon, so powerful that German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock described its effect in stark terms: victims suffocate in agony. For 2 years, Russian authorities insisted Navalny died of natural causes, a sudden combination of ailments that led to cardiac arrest. They offered no evidence, only a bureaucratic wall of silence. Now, independent analysis, reportedly involving scientists of the UK's Porton-Down lab, has pierced that wall. They found a poison 200 times stronger than morphine, a poison that indigenous tribes use on blow darts, not one that appears in a healthy man's bloodstream. Let's separate the undeniable fact from the Kremlin's narrative. The confirmed fact is the presence of Epibatidine in Navalny's system. The logical conclusion, drawn by 5 allied nations, is that this was a state-ordered killing. As their statement pointed out, Russia had the means, the motive, and the opportunity. Navalny was the country's most prominent opposition leader, a man who had already survived a Novichok poisoning in 2020. He was incarcerated in a facility completely controlled by the Russian state. How else could this rare, lethal toxin have been administered? Yulia Navalnaya, standing again in Munich this week, framed it with heartbreaking clarity. 2 years ago, her words were just words. Now, they are science-proven fact. She knows that this verification doesn't bring her husband back, but it does something perhaps just as powerful in the long arc of history. It makes the truth irrefutable. What do we do with this truth? The nations involved plan to take their findings to the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW. This is a direct challenge under the Chemical Weapon Convention, a treaty Russia has signed. This is not about sparking a direct conflict, but about building an undeniable legal and historical record. Because in the end, that is the most potent weapon against a regime built on lies. Alexei Navalny himself understood this. He said, "We must do what they fear, tell the truth, spread the truth that is the most powerful weapon." This week, the truth caught up to the crime. The world now sees not just a victim, but the precise, barbaric tool used against him. And that clarity is a verdict that cannot be appealed.